On today's TCE Trim, should the NCAA Tournament expand? 65% of the coaches want more teams in March Madness. Edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up with our promo code TCESGPN to score up to $1,000 bonus in cash. Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm. Get your 7-day free trial today by going over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That is the sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM today. And welcome everybody into the College Basketball Experience TCE Trim edition. We're talking NCAA Tournament. Should they expand? Well, a bunch of coaches do. No, they should not expand, and we'll tell you why they should not, to bury the headline there. But first off, I am Moneyline Mac, a.k.a. the former video coordinator for Bob Huggins and Frank Martin. Also known as Mac Tonight over here at the College Basketball Experience. And hey, man, doubleheader, Sicko season. We're rolling along. It can't get here soon enough, November 4th. And we mentioned Sicko. We mentioned TCE Trims. So we got to bring in this guy because he is the host of the College Baseball Experience and the co-host of the College Basketball Experience. He is the window banging, drywall hanging, LeBaron driving, Noah Bieniek, a.k.a. Noah B77. And I know you're passionate about this topic.
Why are we talking about it? Like, what are we doing here? This is the greatest form of sports competition in the calendar year.
Yep.
There's a reason why it's snorkeler season in March.
Yep.
People come out and act like experts every March. You give them a big bracket in their hand and they're going to go nuts.
Yep.
Now you have, so what we're doing this based off of. Let me back up. Let me pull this thing in reverse. Press the
I was going to say, this can't be a 5-minute episode. We got to drag it a little bit and break it down.
Yeah. Okay. So CBS Sports is doing this Candid Coaches article where coaches are anonymously answering survey questions that CBS Sports is giving them. It's been a slow weekend for college basketball news. So we're going back to this, and we're gonna get some clicks because everybody loves to talk about this shit, and I don't know why. Not all expansion is good expansion, and in fact, like the latest round of expansion that we've seen in college sports has not been good. What we're currently talking about right now is expanding the NCAA tournament from a possible 68 teams to either 72 or 76. The coaches that answered anonymously, 35% of them chose stay at 68. 27% wanted it to expand to 72. 38%, the most voted option, said expand to 76. In total, 65% of the coaches that were polled here said expand the tournament. Mac, from a coach's point of view, what is the positive here? Because there is some positive.
Come on, man. You know why they want to expand the goddamn tournament. It's another chance for them to get in. And what happens when you get in? You get your NCAA tournament bonus. You can negotiate contract extension. It makes a average year look a little bit better. So they're thinking about their own pockets, these greedy ass coaches. I love the coaches bringing on the coaches tour, but there's no individuals that are more greedy than these goddamn coaches. So yeah, it's all about the money for them. It's another opportunity for them to get in the NCAA tournament. Here's what they need to do. Here's all they need to change. 68. I like 64. I'm not going to lie, better than 68. But since we do have 68, change the Dayton playing games. It should not, if you win your league or you win your tournament, you should not be in a playing game. You want more quality games on Tuesday and Wednesday? Make the last 8 teams that get at large bids play the 4 playing games. This shit ain't that fucking hard, guys.
This is a point that I'm willing to accept. It's cool when a 16 seed gets to win a game. Like, that is tough in its own right. Like, that's the only positive about the 16 seeds playing in Dayton. I'm in favor of sending the 16 seeds to the site that they're going to be fucking playing the 1 seed at. Don't put them in Dayton.
And then they got to go to Spokane and play UConn or whoever and just get fucking killed. Yeah. That is a good point, but I think that they should be in the round of 64. I think we should make these last 8 teams that have plenty of chances to punch their tickets play the playing games.
I can't argue against the statement of they earned it. They earned to be in the NCAA tournament. Yeah. They won their conference. I can't argue about that. The only thing is it's nice to see them win a game. Mm-hmm. We're gonna get more into this. We're both, I think, passionate about this topic. It should be a relatively quick one because honestly, for crying out loud, I didn't really even care to read this article. So we're just going to skim it real quick. I picked out a couple of my favorite quotes. We're going to be right back on the college basketball experience. The NFL and college football are in full swing. Make sure you're subscribed to the Sports Gambling Podcast and College Football Experience for free picks for every game against the spread. The NFL is back, and Underdog Fantasy Pick'em gives you a chance to win 1,000 times your entry. Sign up today with the promo code TCE SGPN to claim your special pick plus first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code TCE SGPN. Have you ever wanted to create your own sports betting model for football, basketball, baseball? SGPN's proud partner Rhythm is the #1 AI-powered sports betting platform that helps provide bettors of all levels the ability to build and create custom predictive betting models in seconds and get predictions for betting on money lines, spreads, totals, and props. Claim your 7-day free trial today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. The college basketball experience is brought to you by BetUS. Bet with the best in the business, BetUS. BetUS has been around for more than 40 years, and they have a massive props menu, same-game parlays, and some of the best boosts in the business, plus an all-new live betting experience. Use our link to sign up and get a 125% deposit bonus on your first 3 deposits. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/BetUS. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/BetUS. Promo code SGPN so they know we sent you. BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook. Okay, we're back here on today's TCE Trim, talking about NCAA tournament expansion, and both Mac and I are strongly against it. Let's go into, honestly, this is probably my favorite quote from the article. So this is from a coach that voted for stay at 68 teams. Keep it at 68. If high majors can't get the at-larges based off of that, come on, man. Y'all got the money, all the resources, 15 staff members, and you still can't make the tournament. That's your not the committee.
Sorry, I'm over here also watching Sean Green update the ad read. So full disclosure behind closed door before we get back, like we have a big Word document on a Google Drive that we read the ads off of, and he's updating it live. So I'm watching it. I just saw this like stuff moving. I'm like, what the hell's going on? As you see Sean Green. But back to
I'm a pro and I copied it. I knew that shit. It always happens Sunday night. So I knew that shit was gonna happen. So I copied it and put it on second.
Good for you. Yeah, I'm just watching it. I'm like, oh, what's gonna be the new ad read this week? But he's absolutely right. And I'll link my coaches tour in with this is some of the really good mid-major guys that I've had on, whether it's Alan Huss at High Point, Dustin Kearns at App State, Rob Senderoff at Kent State, like programs that have been really good, or Eric Henderson at South Dakota State, programs that have been really good at the mid-major level, the high majors don't want to schedule them because they don't want that, even though it won't be a bad loss. Like losing to one of those mid-majors in the net scheme of things is not a bad loss, but they won't do it because they don't want to be on the ticker. And result, that's why their net is not as good as what it should be. They don't schedule well enough. And yeah, I completely agree with that quote. And clearly that's coming from the mid-major ranks.
Yeah, and something that goes on a couple of the points that you mentioned at the beginning. Here's a quote. Here's a good one. I'd love them to expand because I'm trying to keep my job. We do have the best tournament, so you don't want to mess with it. So I'd say stay with 68. Another fun one.
It's a great quote.
Yeah.
He tells you the truth. Yeah, I want it because I want to keep my job and get more money. But no, we shouldn't. Yeah.
Here's another fun one. It is perfect the way it is. The 4 or 8 teams they would be adding are usually average, underachieving Power 5 programs who've proven over 4 months that they're not worthy of tournament appearance. I love it. Like I like how snappy they can get with the anonymity. I've struggled with that word covering this article series. But no reason to keep adding more mediocre Power 5 schools. That's all that would happen.
Yes, this has got ACC written all over it. They always bitch. They are always at the forefront of bitching that, we got screwed, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, we crowbarred Virginia in there last year, and it was the most painful playing game of all time. We don't need more average teams. If you can't get in the top 68, sorry, you had scheduled better in the non-con.
Your microphone scared the shit out of me probably 20 seconds ago. I don't know what happened, but it screeched for a second. I don't know if that was only on my end or if everybody gets to hear the pleasure of that, but we apologize. You said ACC. Somebody else shit on the Big Ten in this. They said, stop making low and mid majors who won their leagues and tournaments play in Dayton. They earned it. A below 500 in league Big Ten team should be the one earning that spot. Like, come on.
Well, because you Big Teners have not helped yourself in the dance over about.
No, I mean we had Purdue and Illinois in the Elite Eight.
Last year was actually a pretty good year for the Big Ten.
Yeah, we had Purdue in the final. Like it was the first time in like 5 years that we had good performances. But if you want to narrow it down, it's really only 3 programs that have done the damage in March: Purdue, Michigan, Michigan State, Illinois, just this year. But I mean, if you take out that one Illinois appearance, it's just Purdue, Michigan, and Michigan State. I am so strongly against this. Like, if you were to expand to 72 or 76, you're adding more Dayton games, I assume, the first 4 or whatever. For me, I'm a little irritated with the expansion and the days that they choose to play these games on, because, like, we get the bracket on Sunday night, and hell, I'm sure the programs are irritated by it too. You got to be in Dayton on Monday morning or Monday night for this.
Yep.
We get 34 hours to do like tournament content. Like, from a personal bias and just me being selfish, I hate like the first 4 being on Tuesday, Wednesday games. If you were to expand this thing and put more first 4 games, imagine handing out the bracket this year to your group of buddies. And I'm not talking about your basketball buddies, just your high school friends. And they are going to look at it and say, what the fuck is this? What do I do with all of these games on the side at the top of my bracket sheet? Where do I put them? Like, that's what you're going to get. And that's currently one thing that is so good about March Madness, is because it's so marketable and everybody gets into it. It's the biggest sporting event at that time on the calendar year. It unites all of sports fans. And if you do that, you're just going to get people lost, in my opinion.
So I'm also looking up right now, Noah, who the NIT 1 seeds were last year. That would be the 8 that would get in. Seton Hall.
Yeah. They won it, right?
They did win it. They beat Indiana State. Wake Forest, they had plenty of chances. They had a bunch of bad luck. Indiana State, they were the one that kind of got screwed.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to schedule them.
The ones actually did pretty good in this NIT last year.
Not Villanova. Villanova was another one. And then you go over the 2 seeds. Utah, they had plenty of chances. Cincinnati had plenty of chances. Ohio State had plenty of chances. And Oklahoma sat their guys in the Big 12
shit
tournament.
Themselves in the final 2 weeks.
They were ranked for a good part of the year, but they don't deserve to go to the tournament. They choked away the season.
Yeah. Another quote for 72, or not another, but here's a quote for 72. Expand. Too many subjective variables in selecting bubble teams. We've expanded Division 1, so we should expand the tournament. Every time the tournament has expanded, there's been naysayers, but it hasn't hurt. It's actually helped.
Here's my counterpoint. Is it the end of the world if they go to 72? No, it's really not. But then they're going to go to 76. Next thing you know, they'll be like, oh, let's just go to 96.
Shit, Sankey wants 96.
I know. And it's like, dude, come on. At some point, you need to keep what is so special and precious that we love watching every single year, that build up on conference championship week where they got to earn it for the little guys to get in. And then the teams that are on the bubble, the pressure, knowing that they're on the bubble, you got to win to get in. And once you're in, you can breathe a little bit. And everybody getting that bracket on Sunday night, watching the bracket reveal, and the build up to the games on Thursday and Friday. Why do you want to change any of that? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And they've fucked up so much shit already where it's like, why are we really going to screw this thing up, man? If we got a good thing going, don't fuck this one up for once, please.
Yeah, so I've got 2 more coach quotes. One I think has been misdirected, and one I think it's the dumbest, stupidest, idiotic idea ever. Here's the misled coach. As a mid-major coach, I think more access we have, the better. I know the high major teams will take the most additions, but I'd rather fight for a spot or 2 than stay with the current model. As someone who has played in the NCAA tournament and coached in it, I hate the venom out there toward expansion. There is no better experience than playing in the NCAA tournament and what comes with it. We should all want more of that for our players. Buddy, we just went over all the 1 and 2 seeds in the NIT. There was 1 mid-major. And you're just expanding this for average, below average, high major teams.
Yes, especially with the bigger, aka the SEC and Big Ten, being in bed with the TV money. It's like that. You don't think that they're going to win a tiebreaker, the high major guys? So it's come on, man. There's a reason Sankey and the Big Ten. I'm drawing a blank on the Big Ten commission. There's a reason they want to expand, and they're like, yes, expand, more money. But it's because they're the ones that are going to benefit from it. And dude, what makes it special is you have to earn it. You have to earn getting to play in that special event that he talks about. So, yeah, I think we beat this dead horse here.
One more idiotic idea from a low major coach. It says, I would expand to 76 and I would make all the 15 seeds play 16 seeds. The winners get to play 2 and 1 seeds. I'm pulling my hair out reading this. What are you? That's exactly what we don't want. Now they're just giving you a Mickey Mouse appearance and having you play against each other. Sure, putting you in a national spotlight game in Dayton, only 1 game going on. That's cool. And you get it. There's only 4 16 seeds that play in that. There's the one positive is that you do get a chance to win a game. And that would be the only reason why this low major coach has that idea. They win a game, a national spotlight. But all of the bubble high major teams that are sitting there and then get in as an 11, 12 seed in your expanded tournament idea, it's so bullshit.
Well, here's the other thing. How many 16 and 15 seeds have won tournament games in the last
It's a
6
really
years?
good number.
It's
now.
been growing, and if you have to play a playing game, you're not going to win the next game if you have to play a play. I know fairly
it's such
is the exception, but no, like you have to add another 40-minute game that you gotta play versus a high major where you're already at a disadvantage with size, depth, officiating.
Yeah.
Now you're adding that you have to play a 48 or a 40-minute game, 48
and
hours
you've got to
in a different city, and you have to travel. Why the hell would you sign up for that, man? You want to get a spotlight game? Go do what Oakland did to Kentucky this year. Go do what Fairdick did to Purdue. Go do what UMBC did to Virginia. or Roberts against Ohio State. Like, dude, we've seen this. Lehigh against Duke. That's how you get on the national stage. You upset one of these teams in the first round.
The dumbest idea I'd ever heard when it comes to NCAA tournament expansion. If it didn't have the label from a low major coach, I would have thought it was Buzz Williams saying it. My only rebuttal on Fairleigh Dickinson, they played in Dayton and then went to Columbus. So, like, it was a bus trip. Other than that, the travel is brutal going from Dayton to Salt Lake City, Dayton to Boston, Dayton to Atlanta, Dayton to Dallas, because that's where you're going.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's a competitive disadvantage. And that's why those last teams that get in, not because they won their conference tournament, but they're trying to get in 3 or 4 games above 500. That's why they go there. That's why they get the competitive disadvantage. But yeah, I got all worked up, and I think I got everything out. There's probably something or 2 things that I'm missing, but this was fun. Something to get us going for the week. I'm ready for that big Monday bombshell.
You're too glad that you got fired up on a Sunday night headed into a work week. You're like, yeah, now you're all pissed off.
Let's go, baby. My work week is a pretty spoiled one. I get to clip the college football experience on Mondays. and I get the preview for the what league are we doing tomorrow? What's our conference preview tomorrow? Ohio Valley.
Oh, I'm fired up to talk some OVC.
We get to prep for the OVC on a Monday work day. Let's go.
We're Southland tomorrow. We're Southland. OVC's Thursday.
It's Thursday. We're also talking Mountain West. So Mountain West this week as well. Let's go, baby. I'm excited. This has been the college basketball experience. Like I said, in all of these outros, playlists, everything. You can binge the college basketball conference previews, the summer school coaches tour interviews, where Mac is interviewing all these 68 head coaches on screen. So you can watch them and it's not anonymous. And Mac can tell them if it's a dumb idea or not on NCAA tournament expansion. And we're also doing these TCE Trims. It's been a great time tonight. Go enjoy Sunday Night Football, the rest of that game. I don't even know the score. I don't even have it up in front of me. This has been the college basketball experience. Adios, amigos. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.